Right, so it's that day again. Truck's in for its MOT. This will be the third MOT that I've had done on it. Now for the first one I did a fair bit of welding. Second one I needed a couple of tyres. Just try to think then. This time I sorted out, one of the marker lights was faulty last night. Fixed that. I think it's going to want a little bit of welding on the driver's side inner arch. I did get a passing advice last year, and I got a passing advice on the shock absorbers, so we'll see how it goes. I've booked it in for a Tuesday specifically to give me time to order any parts that I need so I can get it retested early next week hopefully, and I've got the weekend to do the work, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, this is where I am. So this is in Trafford Park in Manchester. They do class 4 and 7 I think this is, so just looking for a sign then. So we'll get it in. I'm booked in for 8:30. See how it goes and I'll let you know. Right, unfortunately, as you can see, we're now a few days later. Truck's on my drive. I've had to put a tarpaulin down to garage tiles because I've got a new drive since I did the work last time. Failed on welding and passed an advice on the rear shocks. Ordered a pair of rear shocks, so I'll get them done. It's only the bushes, but I've just bought shocks, 40 quid delivered, and I'll show you what it failed on. Have a look up there under the battery tray. So I'm going to whip the wheel off now and crack on with that. Should be a pretty easy repair. Alright, so unfortunately this is a lot worse than I was anticipating. It's gone all the way around. It's already been done around there as well. So it looks like this is new metal here, so hopefully I'll cut across there, down there. I'm gonna have to cut quite high up there because it's rusted down there as well at near the strut top. I'll go across and then hopefully we'll be able to just cut this section out and refabricate. So I'll get the wheel off now and then we'll have a look from underneath. So this is 100 times worse than I wanted. It's even gone down the inner wing where they didn't do it when they did the wings last time. So got myself some paper, start making some templates up. ain't getting much better. So I've managed to get that bit welded up to there. Just try to get this bit done now. Just got to fill that and weld it all the way around. I've started at the top end. It wants an inner arch, but this'll do it a couple of years. You can see it's been welded before, but not very well. At least I'm going to try and get proper welds on. I've got the first piece welded in now, completely. It's horrible down that end, but it's solid anyway. It's just hard to do with the wing in the way. I'm virtually welding onto the wing as well because of how it's been done. So we'll move on to the next bit now. I'm gonna have to make this piece. Alright, so because I want to keep some strength in, this is the next piece I've done. I'm going to do a cut and butt on there, so I'll butt weld this section, but I need to just put a little bit of a bend, I need to just shrink to put a bit of a curve in this piece, so I'll go and do that now. Right, so let's just give this a little bit of a going over. I've done a little bit. Go look at that. That might be just enough. So let's have a look. Do you know what? Bang on. Just that tiny little bit there has given me the right thing. So I just need to chop the end off there where it's onto the swage now, and we'll start getting ready to cut and butt. So I decided not to cut and butt it. I've done it, I've just welded it on both sides. Just show you the other side. It's going to be stronger this way. So we then welded across to there. Just got to make a piece for here now, up to there, and then fill in these sections. So I'm making progress. Need to just bend that bend down a bit, and I've left that in there for strength as well. So this is the template that's going in there. So I'll go cut it out of metal, and hopefully it'll be somewhere near. Alright, so this is it roughed out. We need to transfer that line there to the side. Apologies about the camera angling. But I'm more trying to get this finished than anything. So I'm going to put a bend on it. That's what I need to do, just get it lined up. Like that. That slipped actually. Let's have a look how this has come out. It's okay, so like before, it needs a little bit of a curve to it, so just bang it in the shrinker. As you can see, just a little bit of a shrink has curved the panel slightly. So we'll go and give that a try. This is actually fitting really nicely. I think I'm just going to seam weld that across there. Obviously that's going to be spot welded on the bottom. Seam weld that, and then from underneath the seam weld round there, and then do the insides of all of them as well. I think that's going to do it best, rather than trying to butt weld it and just make it that bit stronger. And I can adjust that out to suit as well, so it will be a butt weld, that one I think. So what I'll do is I'll punch some holes in this so it can be welded through. But it's looking pretty good, to be honest. For how bad it looked like it was going to be, this isn't so bad. Then I've just got to rebuild that front end as good as I can, really. It's got the holes drilled out. I wanted to use the punch, but it wouldn't fit in there. So get this manipulated into place now, and then we'll pick up. Right, it's got that welded in now, properly solid. Got the seam in as well, which should add a bit of strength. Show you from the top. There we are from the top. See, it's overlapped ever so slightly, but I've welded both sides, so it's dead strong. I'm gonna have to butt weld that because I can't weld that from the back. But I need to put a filler piece in that little side first, and then we'll work on that next piece. Just tack welded that next piece in. I've put a little tiny bit of a return on it, so I'll seam weld that in now, and we'll get on with the next piece. Wife said it might rain tonight, so I've just cracked on. It's just gone 8 o'clock. Here's where we are. So we're all welded up now. I have gone round the shapes, but I'm not going to linish it back or anything. I want to keep as much strength in there as possible. I think I showed underneath before, but we'll have another look. That's looking good. And on the inside, I think there's a couple of little pinholes in it, but it's looking all right. Just give it a blast of direct to metal paint, which has got a rust inhibitor in it as well. I'm going to get some Gravitex stone chip as well for it. So looking pretty good. Definitely nice and strong anyway now, especially at the strut top, which is what I was concerned about. Right, apologies, forgot to do an outro. So I did a little bit of seam sealer before I finished. Just been in, just had a shower. I'm going to crack on with it tomorrow, and I'll pick up the rest of the job in the next video. So we'll be doing the shock absorbers, and hopefully I've seam sealed it. We'll be painting it black again over the top of the seam sealer, getting the wheel back on, getting the battery tray back in, rebolt it back in and everything. And like I say, we'll get them rear shocks fitted as well. And hopefully the next video will have an MOT pass as well.